Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just Talk with Game. I'm here, my sidekick is here.
Here.
So is our guest. Let's get started. What do we have on today's show?
Today we have one truly talented young actress and model, Miracle Pelayo.
I can't wait to hear all about her. So let's get this started. Go grab your snacks, sit back, relax, and as always,
Enjoy the show.
All right, Miracle, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being on. Let's get into it. All right, so you're an actress and a model. Can you tell us how you got started in the industry?
I started out by doing theater at 14, but in my childhood, I have always dreamt about being an actress since I was 4 years old. My dad would always videotape me on the video camera saying miracles on TV, and I literally thought I had my own TV show.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and so I grew up always around theater. Like that was my go-to. And my godmother did theater as well before I was born, and her parents met in acting class. So I guess it was just somewhat in my blood to just be in front of the camera all the time. So when I was 12, my parents took me to go see The Miracle Worker, the play, on my 12th birthday. And I noticed that the girl playing Helen Keller was able-bodied, playing a disabled character. And I turned to my dad and I said, Dad, watch me change that one day. Just watch me. And I started out by doing theater at 14. I did it all my 4 years of high school, middle school, elementary. You name the theater production, I was in it. So, but I started professionally when I was 20, and it's been a journey ever since then.
Oh, that's really neat. That's super inspirational.
Yeah, it is.
Thank you.
So can you share a bit about your journey growing up with cerebral palsy and how it shaped who you are today in both your personal and professional career?
Yeah, so I was diagnosed with spastic diplegia cerebral palsy at 8 months old. And for those of you who don't know what cerebral palsy is, it is a condition that is caused by lack of oxygen in the brain. So I was only getting about maybe 5% oxygen, and I'm a preemie survivor at 23 weeks. So I weighed 1 pound, 2 ounces, and I went to 14 ounces. And cerebral palsy was the official diagnosis from my doctors, and it mostly affects my right side. So growing up personally, I had a lot of surgeries, occupational therapy, speech therapy, physical therapy. It just revolved around a lot of like doctor appointments because my immune system is not that great. So, but professionally, I did not let my cerebral palsy stop me. In a way, it kind of like pushed me even harder to show people that this is what I'm meant to do and nothing's going to stop me, because I have a right to be in front of the casting room and go to acting classes. And in a way, it kind of pushes me even harder to be on the journey that I'm on.
Wow.
Yeah, that's inspiring. Yeah.
That is extremely inspiring.
So actually, speaking of your roles and your projects, can you tell us about a specific role that felt especially meaningful to you?
All of my projects mean so much to me, and I really do take them personally. But there's two that really stands out in front of me right now. So I'm the voice of the first American Girl doll with cerebral palsy in the YouTube series American Girl Doll: The Travel Twins. And I also did a promo for Disney Plus's newest film, Out of My Mind, which is the first Disney Plus movie that talks about disability representation. And I did the promo for that movie, and I have to say that is like the two projects that mean so much to my heart, because disability representation is what I'm all about, and any project that has to do with that, it warms my heart so tremendously.
Wow. I think you may have or may not have heard our office dog when you started talking about your project. He was like, "Ooh!" So I think he was agreeing that he's probably either seen it or is like cheering you on.
Yeah, no, that is really cool.
That is extremely cool.
Mm-hmm. So actually, speaking more on kind of your roles and everything, if you could actually write a perfect role for yourself, what would it be?
Well, I think I would personally write my own sitcom one day. I would love for Brooke Shields to play my mom.
Really?
Yeah, that's actually one of my goals. So But I love, my favorite role is playing the best friend or playing like a sister, because that's what I've grown up with.
Right.
So anything that's personal to me is the kind of roles that I want to play in the future.
Right. Yeah, I think a sitcom would definitely be fun to do, I would say, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what is the one genre of acting that you want to try but haven't gotten around to doing yet?
I love all genres, but I would love to do like like one of those like suspense lifetime like kind of horror films a little
Right.
bit. That's something that I haven't really like tapped into. I'm not a gory person, but definitely something that's like out of the ordinary is something that I would really love to do.
Yeah, I could get behind that, yeah. Because I don't know, I
Because
love horror, but I
I'm
like.
always I'm always doing like drama or comedy. I'm like,
Right.
I could do like a little bit more of suspense, a little bit.
Yeah. It's like I
Yeah,
love like the weird gory horror stuff, but the suspense stuff is really good too. So I
yeah.
could.
I my one of my favorite movies is Sandra Bullock's Premonition. So if I can do a movie like that, that would be really cool.
Right. Yeah. Definitely. All right. So, are there any? I know you mentioned earlier who you wanted to play your mom, but are there any other dream collaborations that you'd love to be a part of in the future?
Yeah, I would love to work with Winona Ryder.
Oh,
Looked up
that'd
to
be awesome.
Yeah.
I've looked up to her since I was 17 years old, and I loved her in The Heathers, The Crucible, Little Women. I know that she was a part of Stranger Things. So anything that has to do with Winona Ryder, I love her so much.
Okay, now Miracle, if you do like let's manifest that. So, and if you need an assistant to help like assist you with, I don't know, going to get your coffee, I'm down. So just call me and
Yes,
let me know.
exactly. No, you can definitely call my manager and let her know.
Exactly, totally down.
Absolutely. Let's go, Tiffany. Let's
Exactly.
go next.
All right. So, what has been the one lesson that you've learned about yourself as both a model and an actress?
I've learned with modeling specifically, the camera is your best friend. You
Mm-hmm.
know, acting wise, I'm going to be legit honest with you guys. This industry, Gabe, as you know, is filled with a lot of rejection.
Of course. Yeah.
It's You have to have thick skin, and even to this day, like I've studied my craft for 12 years now, and I'm still telling myself, like, look, your job is to audition. Whether you get the job or not, you did the best that you could. And, I have to tell myself, be proud of the performance that you gave, and just leave the audition at the door, and just be proud of where you are and where you're going. So acting wise, I would just say take it one day and one role at a time. And this is a job to have fun. Playing
Yeah.
pretend for a living. I never thought that, especially me having a disability, could actually do that for what I want to do for the rest of my life. So modeling, the camera is your best friend, and acting wise, playing pretend can be a ball. That's what I would tell myself with being an actress and a model. And also think about who you're doing it for. I'm always about being a voice for others, especially in the disabled community. And so I'm thinking about, like, okay, I know that there are going to be people who are going to be looking to me, thinking like, okay, if she can do it, I can do it too. So it's not only about me, it's about the audience that's looking towards me to be a light for them.
Right. Yeah, that is great advice, though. Just stick to it, have fun. Because, yeah, this is a fun career. Ultimately, you're just playing pretend. So,
Yeah.
I like that.
hmm
So, do you see yourself actually getting involved more behind the scenes in the future? Maybe doing a bit of directing or writing?
Well, I actually do love to write. My acting coach, Danielle Remengo, and I were actually starting to write my own material, which is really cool. So like we'll do scenes, and I actually have a comedy scene coming out really soon. So that will be posted on all of my social media. But I would really love to tap into writing and collaborating with other writers to like get a project going. So you never know.
That sounds cool, though. That you finally gotten to write something at least. Yeah. Because I like writing, too. So,
Yeah.
it's a different thing entirely, but it's a lot of fun.
It is.
Different
It's
creativity vibes too.
Yeah.
It's true. You can kind of write your own world and stay in it for a while. I like writing.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing about writing too. It's like you create your own world and it's just you, your mind, and a pen. You can just be whatever you want it to be. So I think that's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Exactly. What changes would you like to see in the way people with disabilities are portrayed in the media and on the runway?
I just want people to be more open. Really, that's like the main thing, is to have people be more open and also more educated about disability representation. There's a Netflix series called, I don't know if you know this, but there's a Netflix series called Pulse, and there's a
Mhm.
girl, uh,
Oh
named
yeah, that show. Yeah, I saw all of it. It's really
Halsey.
good. Yeah.
So I think the more awareness, the better, and the more education, the better. Like even not just Netflix, but also kids television too. Like anything that they can learn about, whether it's TV or film or even the runway. I just want people to be more open to accepting people with disabilities and just let them see and know that they have every right to be there just like everybody else.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
that
true.
is true.
I watched the Pulse with Gabe, and I think my favorite character was the sister, was the younger sister. She
Yeah.
was just so strong, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you were like, wow, she can do anything. And you just kind of, you don't think that. And then when you see it, you're like, well, there you go.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, guys, we're gonna go on a quick commercial break.
And Miracle, will you stay around for some fun this next segment?
I sure can. Let's go.
Awesome. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Action Magazine, your front row seat to the world of entertainment. Get the latest news, exclusive stories, and the insider access to the hottest trends and more, all in one place. But here's the twist. Action Magazine isn't just something you read, it's something you experience. Dive deeper with interactive features, immersive videos, and content that comes to life on your screen. For the best experience, view on your computer. Get in on the action. Stay ahead of the curve with stories that move just as fast as you do. Action Magazine. Entertainment redefined. Log on now and experience the difference.
All right, guys, welcome back to the show.
Welcome back, guys.
All righty, Miracle, ready for the fun round?
Let's go.
All righty.
The fun round.
So first of all, what is your favorite city and why?
My favorite city, I have to say New York. Even though I've never been there, because I'm a theater geek, and I'm very proud to say that. I love theater. Like I saw Legally Blonde the musical with my brother and his girlfriend and my best friend last night. So New York will always have my heart because I love theater. So like if that was a place I can go to, that would be the number one.
Oh, that would be awesome.
That would be fun, yeah.
That's on our top
That's on
10.
our top list. Yeah, to go to New York.
Really?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
you guys will please take me.
Okay, group trip.
Road trip.
All right, now this is the next question is something that I've debated endlessly with my roommates. So
Mhm.
pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
Oh
Really?
my gosh, really?
Why?
Okay, tell us why.
I mean, well, one, I love fruit, and it just
Okay, yeah.
pineapple on cheese, because I feel like the pineapple gives the pizza more flavor if you think about it, And it goes with everything, really. What I don't, and this took me a while to like really understand what is the big deal about ranch on pizza. I don't
Okay.
get
No,
it.
that I don't get either.
Yeah,
I
I
really
don't get that
no.
one either.
I mean, I tried it and it's really good, but I don't get it. It's like if you were to put ketchup on a bagel and call it pizza.
Ew.
And it's
Yeah,
like,
no, that's not happening.
It's not happening. It's not happening. No.
Yeah, there's some things ranch does not need to be on, and I'm just thinking a pizza is one of them,
maybe,
for sure.
Yeah, but pineapple with pizza, I'm down anytime.
I've tried it and I still don't quite nah, I don't think so. But no, I do put cheese on everything, so I get the cheese and the pineapple. It's just with the rest of the pizza, I don't know.
Yeah, I also don't do. This is something that my sister thinks I'm weird for. I don't like Parmesan cheese at all.
Really?
I love Parmesan.
I don't. The texture is just. I'm like no, because I'm gonna be legit honest with you. It smells like feet to me.
Yeah, okay, I can get
The
that.
smell is weird, I will say, but yeah.
Yeah, it just no.
I get
Parmesan,
that.
no. Just I can't.
You're like, no, I can't. No, I think I'm like that with oatmeal. Like the texture of oatmeal, it
Okay,
just
oatmeal, yeah.
bugs me. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
It looks weird.
It does kind of look weird. It's like
No.
mushy. Yeah,
I'm
no.
also like that with coleslaw too.
Okay, I could see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
coleslaw. Yeah.
Coleslaw.
Yeah.
I'm kind of borderline with coleslaw too. So yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
going back to your original question, pineapple on pizza all the way.
All right,
Okay.
fair enough.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What about, are ghosts real or nah, they're not?
Ooh, that's an interesting question. Well, I'm a very spiritual person, so I definitely do believe in angels, but ghosts, you know what? I can't stand Halloween, so I'm gonna have to say no.
Okay.
Okay, fair.
Fair. That's totally fair.
That's like my Christmas, though. I
Yeah.
love Halloween for me.
Yeah, he does. He loves
Like,
Halloween.
more than Christmas, it's weird. Yeah, that's my Christmas.
I'm a very like sensitive person. I get scared very easily, so I'm like, you know,
Okay, fair.
yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable. Gabe
Yeah.
loves like
It's Halloween.
It's Halloween,
And then I make it everybody's problem.
Yeah, he makes
Yeah.
it everybody's problem. You've seen that one person that likes to decorate for just go insane.
That's me for Halloween.
That's him for Halloween.
Like,
But
I like my friends, they will like die hard decorate their house and make it the most scary possible.
Oh, that sounds
and then
cool.
they'll go to like Universal Studios and be there until midnight. I'm like, you guys are braver than I am. Like, you guys do it to you, but yeah.
I can understand.
Yeah. All right. So, what's your favorite "I'm never doing that again" travel experience?
Well, I haven't traveled a lot,
Right.
but one travel experience I'll never do again. Okay, one time my dad took me on the subway because I was late for something, and I'm never doing it again. It was just too much time consuming, and I just didn't like it. For me, it kind of felt like claustrophobic.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
And I'm just like, no. I was like, you got to get me out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I would. I've never ridden a subway, but I think I'd be like too claustrophobic to just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be like my one. I'll never do that travel experience again.
I'm gonna make you guys laugh. I have the perfect answer to that, y'all.
Oh boy.
Okay, so I studied abroad, and I took 6 different suitcases with me. 6. So I was a nightmare to get through customs. Let's just say don't do that. Anybody. That's my PSA for the day.
Oh my gosh.
But in my defense, I couldn't figure out what I wanted to wear. So
Oh no.
I just had to pack everything. There we go.
Okay then.
I was in college, so let's just leave that there.
You were learning.
I was learning.
You were learning.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So, if teleportation existed, what's the very first place you'd go?
Ask me that question one more time. What was that?
Oh yeah. If teleportation existed, where's the very first place you would go?
Ooh. I would say I would want to go back to Audrey Hepburn's era.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Like honestly, because I love fashion so much, and I would want to go back in that time to like just get the fashion sense of like who she was and get like her input on things about fashion, really.
Oh, yeah. She was like one of the most classic, elegant, just beautiful people. Yeah, spirit-wise, and just
it'd be cool to go back to that.
Yeah,
definitely.
I look up to her so much as well. Like, I mean, there's a lot of actors I look up to, like Audrey Hepburn, Winona Ryder, Robert De Niro. Meryl Streep is number one. She'll always be number one for me. But definitely Audrey Hepburn's era of fashion is the place that I would go back to.
That's perfect. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So 500 years from now, people pull out a time capsule. What are they going to find in there?
With me or
Yep. What would you put in your time capsule?
Ooh. I'm so sorry if you hear that. That's my mom was opening up the door and like it's the alarm.
Oh,
No,
no
you're
problem.
good.
We didn't
Yeah.
hear anything. So
Okay.
no worries.
So time capsule. Well, one, they would find my journal. Two, they would find a photo album of all of the acting I've done because I want to be an actress until I'm 90. Okay, I'm just gonna put
Awesome.
it
Awesome.
out there. They would find a scrapbook of all the projects I've done. They would find a a 25 a 25-year plan out of my career,
Okay.
and they would find a picture of me with my family.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
a good
good
one.
one. That is a good one.
Yeah. I would confuse them as to what era it is and just put something random from like the 80s, the 90s, and then a fidget spinner.
Also, because I'm a 90s baby too, I would put a VHS recorder in there.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh,
yeah, that'd
yeah.
be cool. But I
That would be
would just
cool.
try to confuse them as to what era this thing is from by
Yeah,
describing
I mean,
everything.
I find it so crazy how like this generation is already calling the 90s old. I'm
That's
like,
true.
Yeah.
I feel so offensive like when kids today are like, oh, so like in the olden days, like the 90s, you mean? I'm like, no,
It's like the 90s are not the olden days, people. Yeah.
no, they're not. They were like the best time of our lives, really.
Oh yeah. I totally agree. Well, Gabe wasn't around in the 90s, but I was there. So
I'm born in 1992, so I was there.
there you go.
There
The
you go.
90s, Backstreet Boys. Who could Backstreet Boys? Come
Oh,
on.
right. And then like you had
Insane.
like MTV and VH1 and
Exactly.
yes, yes, you had Radio Disney,
Yeah,
all of and you had like the original Disney Channel,
exactly.
Yes.
I wish you could see Gabe's face. He's
I
so
mean, no, I had all
confused.
that too because I was born in the early 2000s,
Well,
so I
yeah.
got the last of
You got
that.
the last of it.
So yeah, I had
That's
most
true.
of that. So
So
I'm like, yeah, I didn't get it. Yeah,
I was 8 years old in 2000, Gabe.
that's crazy.
See, he's one of these like, okay, wow.
But like, I definitely got half of that. So
Yeah, you got
like,
most
I
a
got
little
most
bit,
of the good
like
stuff.
most of the good stuff on the tail
Gabe,
end.
Yeah.
Gabe, did you have AOL Instant Messenger?
I did, but I was too young to have it. But I knew what it was. So
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I knew exactly what it was.
Okay. I'm from the AOL MySpace.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I
The
knew exactly what it was.
AOL MySpace, the top 8 on MySpace. Where are my OGs at?
MySpace was like the best. So, oh yeah,
Yeah, you know what? To be honest with you, I really wish they would bring MySpace back. I'm
that
just
would
gonna
be so
put it out
cool.
there. I really wish that they would.
Yeah, I think they could get away with it now, especially.
I mean, they could totally get away with it now, like bringing it back. MySpace, I think it would blow up
It would definitely
because it's
I think.
kind of like that, like the OGs. Because I guess we're OGs now, we know definitely how to use it, and then it would be something like vintage for everybody else to use.
Yeah, and then like I'll notice like some of the 90s fashions are coming back, and like
Oh yeah.
my 12-year-old niece was like, "Oh, this is vintage." I'm like, "Ouch!"
Yeah,
It's crazy.
well, I mean, thanks to I guess was Kendrick Lamar, the bell bottoms, like the 90s
Yes.
style
Yeah,
bell
it's coming
bottoms.
back, yeah.
So I've totally gone on a hunt for them. So yes, I'm gonna throw that out there. So I used to have a pair and I couldn't find them because I still have a lot of my clothes from the 90s, and I was like, I know I have them.
Did you tore up the closet the other day looking for it?
I did.
Wow.
All right.
Love it.
You're going to take 5 things to Desert Island. What would they be?
5 things. If I had reception, I would take my phone, obviously. I would take I'm a big journal person, so I would take a journal. I would let's see what I would take. I would take one fashion outfit. I would take I'm just gonna say it. I would take my puppy Bambi with me.
Oh
She
yeah.
goes with me everywhere. I would take my Bible with me. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I would take my Bible with me. And let's see, is that 5?
I think that's 5, yeah. Or maybe miscounted. I don't know anymore.
That's
I think that's 5.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those are
That's a
some good
one.
things to
Yeah.
take, actually.
I don't know if I'd want to be stuck on an island with my dog though, because
Yeah,
he's kind of
your dog would not want to be there with
mean.
you.
Well, my dog Bambi, she's actually a rescue, so she goes with me everywhere. And so, like, if she's near me, she's happy.
Oh, it's so funny because our office dog is Gabe's dog, and so Charlie, he's just so funny with Gabe. He thinks he's the boss,
Yeah.
and so that those two stuck on a desert island just wouldn't go well.
It would not be fun.
How old is Charlie?
He's 10, so
Wow.
he's really old.
And
Yeah,
he's
Bambi's
he's ever bit more the grumpy little old man, kind of the one that's yelling at the get off my lawn.
Yeah.
So
oh wow.
Yeah. All right. So, what is the last thing you ever Googled?
The last thing I ever Googled.
Yep. What's the last thing you Googled?
I was trying to find a movie that I really wanted to watch, and I couldn't find it. And I tried to find it on YouTube, but I didn't want to buy or rent it. So like that was the last thing that I Googled, was trying to find a movie that I wanted to watch. I think I wanted to watch it was an old movie with Kristen Stewart. I can't remember what it is. I think it was called Speak. Speak with Kristen Stewart. It's like a old movie that she did when she first started out. That's what I would try to Google.
Yeah, I'm always Googling like a bunch of like obscure movies, and I'm trying, where are they? Because I do a lot of film classes, and they're like, yeah, you got to watch this by next week. I'm like, can I find it anywhere? They're like, no, good luck.
Are you in film classes right now?
Oh yeah, I'm actually just finished, thankfully, so I'm on summer break. And I'm like, what do you mean I got to find this movie and it doesn't exist anywhere on streaming? Great.
Also, another thing that I just Googled was something that I had to do like a little bit of research for an audition. So I was trying to like get the genre of something that I was auditioning for.
That's cool. The internet is awesome.
The internet's amazing.
Yeah.
Without it, I would be doomed.
I would too. I think kind of my Google search, though, is so random. So I think, the Google people are like, what is she looking up now?
Yeah.
They can't target you ads because they don't know what you like.
They can't. Okay, Miracle. You wake up in a musical. What's the first song that plays?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Good Morning Baltimore by Hairspray.
Oh, that's a good one.
Or Oh Happy Day from Sister Act.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Okay. Those are two perfect
That's
ones.
a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. If you had to wear one outfit forever, what would it be?
Well, there is a clothing store that I like to go to. It's called Fashion Q. And I'm always like wearing like crop tops with jeans. So if I can wear that for like ever, then I'm happy.
Oh, it's comfy, it's stylish. So yep.
I mean, I already wear the same couple things every day.
Anything that goes with the beanie as well, like white beanie, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah. I think we're all like shopping in the same closet.
Because like I wear the same couple things every day, so I'm like, I could do that. Because I already do that. So
yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. I love outfit repeating.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Because I mean, even if it's like the same outfit, you can style it differently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the whole point of it. Like you can wear the same outfit, but style it in a different way. Like
exactly.
And I feel like that doesn't get enough credit, honestly, Tiffany.
I agree. I agree with that. Okay, Miracle, we're on a new mission now. We're gonna make that happen. I'm totally agreeing with you.
Let's go. I'm down.
Me too. Okay.
Alrighty. You have one person to give a shout out to. So who is it and why'd you pick them?
I would have to say, honestly, it's all of my followers on Instagram that have been following my journey. You guys have really had my back from day one, and getting all of your messages saying that because of you I've done this, or because of you I've tried theater. You guys are the reason why I'm here. So I just have to give a shout out to my cerebral palsy warriors out there who have really been like having me keeping on with what I'm doing.
That's awesome.
That's a great shout
That
out.
is, yeah. All right. So, what's the one piece of advice you would give to people who want to follow in your footsteps?
Honestly, yes, you're going to have challenges with your disability, but honestly, let that be the fuel that gets you to where you are. Yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, you're going to have your moments, but never lose sight of your why. And my advice for anybody who wants to be in the industry, who has a disability, don't give up. This is an opportunity for you to have fun with playing pretend. This is an opportunity to show people that creativity is so important. And so my advice to you is that you have a purpose behind this, and that with your talent, no matter what you do, you are a 10 out of 10.
Wow, that is
Awesome.
awesome advice. Yeah.
I just want to clap. I mean, I'm just like sitting here going, the biggest smile. That was perfect
That is.
advice.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Right. And just all that you have going on, what's next for you?
Well, I'm still auditioning, so
Right.
I've been doing a lot of acting classes, and I'm always doing like fashion content, like outfit of the days, and fashion inspo, and any chance that I can to spread awareness about cerebral palsy is what keeps my day going. So, nothing too much going on, just trying to stay creative as possible.
Right, of course. All right. So, what's the one thing you want our audience to know about you?
What I want the audience to know about me, I want you guys to know that, cerebral palsy is a life condition, but it will never stop me from living my life. And I just want you guys to know that if you ever need somebody to talk to, I'm always here. I just want people to know that, that, you know, when you come to know me, I'll always have your back. I'm the girl that's like the go-to with absolutely everybody. So, what I want people to know about me is that once I'm in your life, that true friendship comes together.
That's amazing.
That is cool.
Oh
yeah,
my
that
gosh.
is cool. All right. Last question. Where can people find you on social media?
So my social media, my Instagram, and this is a verified account. It's Miracle Pelayo Official. My name Miracle Pelayo, and then the word official. My website is miraclepelayo.com. My Twitter, or X as we now call it, is 20. My Snapchat is Miracle Pelayo 23, and my TikTok is Miracle Pelayo _.
Awesome.
Alrighty, Miracle. Thank you so much for joining us today.
You are truly amazing.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Did you guys enjoy the show? I know we did. Thanks to Miracle for joining us today. Make sure to check out her social media. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.